And we're back into the studio. Solomon Aeroglide 3 Gravel, GRVL. All right, a crossover. We'll get you some adjectives here in a minute. Let's put it in the shelf here. Fascinating shoe. Epic day up in the high country, getting in the vert, getting in the miles, getting in the mud. It was pretty sweet up there. Absolutely. I'm just gonna say right now, how would I use this shoe? I would use this shoe. Has anybody ever done this? Now, this is an interesting question. Many people, in fact, I think I saw one on Facebook recently, just like within the last couple weeks. But a lot of people run across the United States. The northern route, the middle route, the southern route. Every summer, especially, I don't know about the winter, but every summer I see news clippings, and not out of a newspaper. I see. Dating myself. I see in the news, I see on social media, people running across the country, some to do fundraising, some to go after FKTs. I would use this shoe to run across the country. If I was seeking dirt and road. All right, gravel. All right, crossover. There's the first adjective on your. Well, no, not really. Not really an adjective. Crossover. So if there was somebody running across the country, but their goal was to run, or maybe entirely, but like as much as, let's say it was 70 or 80% on dirt, but you still have to cross some roads, run on some bridges, 20 to 30. I would use this shoe. Now, break-in time, okay? We're gonna get to that midsole. It's an Energy EVO foam midsole. I had a tough time today. My left foot is the foot I had plantar fasciitis surgery on back in college. And every now and then, there's a shoe that arrives in the studio. Thank you, Solomon, for sending this guy. There's shoes out there that take some serious break-in time. I'm gonna say at least 100 miles. This midsole is awesome. I really like it, but it needs some break-in. At least for a guy who doesn't, I'm not a big guy, so breaking in a shoe takes a little bit longer. And sure enough, my left arch was a little sore. It was throbbing today in the shoe. Now, I did some pavement. I probably did today 40% pavement, 60% dirt, roughly. That's roughly. So this worked like a charm for that, because that's what it's made for. It's made for that crossover, for the commuters out there, the folks that live near the trails, but they still have 2 or 3 or 4 miles to commute to the trails, and then they go do their 5, 6, 7 mile loop on the dirt and the rocks, and then they come back. And guess what? This Concha grip on the outsole did awesome in the mud and on the climbing and the roots. And I didn't get a ton of shots with the roots, but that course I was on today, there's a lot of roots. I never felt like I was about to fall, like I was about to slip at all on this outsole. So I really like that, but that's how I would use this shoe moving forward. $159. That's great. That's amazing, actually. $100 for a stout. All right, let's just put them on the screen right now. Bulky, stout, durable, crossover, marinate. Meaning it needs to marinate under your foot for a little while before it starts to open up, okay? I'm gonna say 100 miles before you really are like, ooh, this is my shoe now. It's conformed a little bit more so, and it is an Ortholite insert or foot sock liner in there. All right, from Ortholite. I like that. Let's go to the upper. Let me just confirm. Yes, semi-gusset through the tongue. Love the tongue. Love it. Comfortable, laid on top of the foot perfectly, and slightly waterproof. Okay, so especially in the mud, keeping the grit out, it did great. Great overlay through the toe box to keep, again, the mud and the muck out of the toe box. Let's do the toe cap. Okay. It's decent, but not stout through the toe cap. Meaning, if you kick a rock hard, you would probably feel it, but it's pretty good actually. So I'm actually kind of glad it's not overly built through the toe cap. All right, let's just do the thumb test. And where is it, Mr. Durometer? Let's turn it on here, and I'll turn on the scale as well in my size. All right, here we go. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go 50. I'm gonna go 50. Oh, that's not bad. Wow. Okay, that's surprise. I'm off. 39. That's I like that. 39 I like a lot. And let's get the weight in my size. Anything under 10 in my size, I'm very pleased with. Woo! 8.3. Wow. So a great outsole as far as that contra grip rubber and a great decoupled groove. Again, I think this has some serious potential. So there's some more information on the midsole. All right, it's that Energy Foam Evo midsole. It's a plush and soft midsole with a lively underfoot experience. It's got that reverse camber geometry, which provides a smooth rocker shape for efficient heel to toe transitions. But I struggled because it needs some break-in time, more than I anticipated when I took it out. I'm gonna say this shoe is reminding me of the Prodigio Pro. I probably at this point would lean Prodigio Pro from La Sportiva, but not too shabby right there. Oh yeah, stack height on your screen, okay? We're talking major stack height, 8mm drop, so they're not messing around with that stack height. But I like an 8mm drop. I'd prefer that over 6 or 4 for my liking, but you know, if you prefer a lower stack height, keep that in mind as you're discerning what shoe to pick up next. Heel counter, pretty plush, not overly plush, but pretty plush. And is it a buy? 100% at that price point. If they were to go 179 or 189, I would hesitate a ton. And it is available down below from Running Warehouse. Although I just checked, the sizes are running out quite quickly. So keep that in mind if you are looking for a trail shoe that can go on gravel, dirt roads, pavement, but then also do some decent, you know, I wouldn't take this up a 14er, not because of the grip. Oh yeah, 3.5mm, I will confirm that and put on the screen, I believe it's 3.5mm lugs, so I like that. But I wouldn't take it up a 14er, mostly because of the stack height is too tall. And actually, question of the day, for trail shoes, for just your overall training days, like, you know, lower stack height, do you lean lower stack height, do you lean higher stack height, and why? Make your case down below. And I gotta say, man, it just depends sometimes for me, but I'd probably lean a little lower for me personally. It's a tough call. So that's why, again, I wish I could take this shoe to 100 miles. I probably will not take it to 100 miles. Therefore, I will lean into your expertise down below in the comments to see how it does. Like, does that midsole start to break up and really, I don't know, just like it needs some break-in time is what I'm getting at. But I like that 39 on the durometer. Eric, you get the comment of the day. Ran the Georgia, so this is pulled from the last Solomon trail shoe and that's the playlist we'll toss to here in a second. Eric says, ran Georgia Death Race a few weeks ago. Such an amazing experience. Finished in just under 24 hours. That's amazing, Eric. In 23:55. Ran in the North Face Vective Endurance 4, which we just tested recently. Is it in here? I don't see it, but that's very cool. And couldn't have asked for a better shoe to take along on the journey. Eric, you get the comment of the day. Thanks for chiming in. I hope you are recovered. That was about a month ago, that comment. I hope you're fully recovered from the Georgia Death Race. I've heard it's a very difficult course. Onward we go. Solomon, thank you so much for sending it. We will toss it to the Solomon running shoe playlist, which is mostly trail shoes right there. Seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.